Today, I'd like to share some intriguing insights I discovered long ago from an unknown individual named Mastermind, who delved deep into the true meaning behind Stanley Kubrick's The Shining. Mastermind's analysis uncovers a complex web of symbolism woven throughout the film. He highlights how subtle elements, like the Doctor's disappearing act into a color void, or Wendy's interaction with a cigarette resembling a Navajo peace pipe, serve to honor truth and confront the past without rewriting it. The recurring Navajo patterns and the careful placement of mirrors suggest a mirror world that alters reality, inviting viewers to question the storytelling. The essay also draws parallels between scenes, such as the family's car journey to the Overlook Hotel and the shifting perspectives within the hotel's architecture. These shifts create a sense of disorientation, much like the spatial anomalies found aboard the Discovery 1 spacecraft. The hotel's layout defies physical logic, much as the infinite corridors of space challenge our perception. Mastermind connects these observations to broader themes of consciousness and perception, similar to those explored in 2001, A Space Odyssey. The idea that the hotel is playing a game with its inhabitants parallels the challenges faced by astronauts venturing into the unknown. In both narratives, foreknowledge becomes a weapon, and navigation through complex realities is crucial for survival. In essence, this analysis transforms The Shining from a simple horror story into a profound exploration of reality, perception, and the human psyche. It invites us to look beyond the surface and consider the deeper messages encoded within the film's intricate details. The Doctor sits under sunlight and disappears into a color void. Like Ullman, her hair matches the curtains. She is ghosted. Forms of curtains here are animating from Ullman's curtains. Now a Navajo sunset pattern is used. The Doctor's hand gestures differ when cutting, suggesting the Doctor is part of this mirror world that Wendy is not. She remains to one side of her, unlike Jack. She's contrasted in both outfit and skin tone/hair color. Wendy takes out a cigarette, a reference to the Navajo crow peace pipe, and is interviewed. Her unconditional retelling of Danny's accident means she does not rewrite history. The magic of the Navajo spirit in the smoke is honored. Tobacco is a truth-peace drug. Although her past is not peaceful, she does not hide from it. This scene occurs in Altman's Three Women with very different palettes. Like Ullman, she refers to violence as just one of those things. The Navajo pattern from the Ullman interview is here composed of books. It is centered and is the highest point in the frame, in almost the same spot as the office, except here it is perfectly centered horizontally. Notice the shift of the window left from Ullman's office, while the zigzag pattern remains centered and closed. The desk is no longer a seat of power, it is a communal coffee table. These are interviews that have subtle alterations in their meanings. Closing day is Halloween. Ullman explains earlier their season runs May 15th, very near film's release date, through October 30th. The car drives on left slope of Approach Valley, a reverse of first approach. Framing of family and car allows Danny to be the tallest, and he remains visible to Jack in Bug's interior rearview mirror. He's subtly haloed and is hungry, behavior more akin to the coyote than the roadrunner. Last Danny standing shot was looking into the bathroom's mirror right. Now he looks left into another mirror now off screen, the car's rearview mirror, and speaks into it. Jack glances at him in it repeatedly. In effect, Danny is chasing him, the roadrunner coyote reversed. Notice audio. The car is almost silent.
We must really be high up. The air feels so different. Dad?
Yes?
I'm hungry.
Well, you should have eaten your breakfast.
Boy, it sure
We'll get you
feels
something
different
as soon
up
as we
here.
get to the hotel, okay?
One of the few shots
Okay.
composing the family together. This is the only original piece of music composed for the film. As the opening theme is the Dies Irae. The following shot is a reverse of the interior angle. Again, hotel is shown as ghost ship. The dissolve maps the Beetle's arrival as a vision. See, the Beetle appears on a road to itself curving where it is parked. Different time of day, angle of sun, change in sky condition from opening. Reverse angle from initial lobby establishing shot, Jack's initial arrival. A mirror staged to reenact his first interview. Jack is seated like he was in Ullman's office. Ullman is dressed in same colors as Column, like bellhop in previous scene in lobby, reversed. Once out of red, white and blue uniform, he adopts the hotel's appearance. The dissolve showcase patterns, surfaces and perspectives in play. In the distance, both interiors have matching staircases like a locks form. Look at the dissolve. The man with the rolled rug is ascending. Many facements overlap perfectly. Notice photographs. Crosses dissolve into elevator door. Ullman and Jack depart left and arrive right. A red pool table links this room with games room. The games room has a Colorado flag. Tour of hotel is replayed during film's last scenes in reverse. Kitchen, maze, quarters, gold ballroom. Sequences are even reversed, i.e., while describing maze, the party is actually walking away from the maze. Surreal, but not enough to awaken an audience into questioning storytelling. Establishing shot of Colorado Lounge showcases the group's exit from the right elevator doors. The first time we see the doors post-blood vision and the only use of the elevator for ascension ever shown. Later we will see this room has other elevator masks. An American flag caps the room's end. Just below here, Jack will begin writing. On an opposing 45-degree plane from the elevator is the first visible Navajo rug, made of browns, animating the hotel's decor into a symbol source, from lobby's polished surface designs to the weaving the patterns are born inside. Wendy is dressed in rug's same colors. Wendy is centered throughout tracking. Colorado Lounge is a pronounced symbolic battlefield. Vast Tudor chandeliers lord over flattened Navajo patterns in rugs. Much of the Amerindian symmetry is walked upon or used out of context. A man now walks downstairs with a rug, towards us in opposition to the lobby scene. Movement creates overlays in window distance, mid-ground and foreground imagery. At opposite position to establishing elevator is a scale differential, an impossibly large fireplace. Humans can fit inside it, opposite Sitting Bull's portrait. This is a movement from colorful abstract wall art outside Halloran office of the chief to this black and white photograph of a chief placed opposite this massive fireplace. The transition to black and white photograph suggests death, like Jack's transition into his. Games room is beginning of the Overlook's game, a game of death the hotel plays with any active user. Here Danny's first real-time hallucination occurs. This doorway image of the girls is the hotel's first giveaway. All the other mirrors will be congruous. They will seem invisible, like Ullman's two offices. Later in the red bathroom scene, we will see that Jack has always been fooled by the mirror. He stares into the mirror, not at the Grady we see him standing nearest. Games room sequencing is beginning of the hotel's ability to alter time made visible through editing. Watch closely. The girls, their establishing vision and their outfits will expand into other sequences. My son has discovered the games room. A hint at the discovery, Hal's conscious vessel from 2001. The quote also lets the audience know that this is a game spirits play. A suggestion that foreknowledge is a weapon that emerges from knowledge. Kubrick shows mirrors within shots. Danny travels through the shot to return to an opposite stance, like Jack's initial hotel lobby sequence. Danny throws red darts, in contrast parallel to his dad, who hurls a tennis ball later at the initial Navajo blanket beyond Ullman's office. To target and in whip pan, girls in blue penetrate this dimension. They are no longer relegated to visions of Danny's. They appear present, corporeal, escalating the hotel's intention with Danny. The hotel is animating. Call it from now on Shining, the dead as invitation to Danny. It looks as real as you are. A poster above this pair continues their symmetry deeper. In parallel to the Colorado lounge with an American flag at top, this is the games room with a flag made from Colorado Indian visual forms, the state flag. Both flag and dartboard are target-shaped and are shown at right angles. Kubrick is suggesting that the phones, communication, the card tables, the skiing, the buffalo hunt, and the conversion of the Colorado Indian emblem to state flag are part of this game of conversion from color to black and white, a vast metaphoric glyph of a conquest game, the human version. Its mirror is later converted by Jack, who parallels Danny by tossing the ball in the Colorado lounge against an Indian form. They both agree to play the game. Signing on after psychic discoveries, the hotel's mirrors must be consciously navigated to survive now. Like separation of blood red pouring and girls' established shot, the red darts play counterpart to the girls' blue isolation. They are responses to Danny's assertion. He's prodding the hotel to communicate. He's pricking it to play a game with him. As the instigator, he will activate a portal to room 237 by turning its knob and seeing the future again. Phone booth mimics vidphone in 2001. In effect, we are at both films' stage of consciousness. Remember, Floyd communicates with his daughter. Now there are two girls this age communicating. In reverse, they are calling him. Danny's face stares at the departing girls and cuts to arriving Torrances, in corridor with wall pattern behind where we first met girls in corridor vision in bathroom mirror. The solid yellow baseboards and blue walls here extrude from that rear corridor. Amazingly, the girls' fabric is now on these walls. A complex completion across time and edits, a shining. These subtle shifts cannot all be explained here. This guide excerpt is roughly half of the notes, but like Ullman taking columns' colors, and these girls' fabric extending on foreground wall in a future within the film, the upcoming is littered with hundreds of planned transferences. These keys are subtle and manipulative in an unconscious way. It makes the film riveting without knowing why. Look below and see the exit sign background right. This would imply a corridor is there and a staircase. Once we enter the bathroom of their apartment and are shown the window in the bathroom, and then later we see Danny exit an entirely flat exterior wall, this corridor and implied exit are false in physical space. We have been fooled without seeing it exactly. Unconsciously, we can tell the entire hotel's design is false. Deformities in spatial logic are continuous. Grown twins, tall light brown-haired women, walk towards the blue floral wall pattern, and Jack stares at them, duplicating Danny's last act of seeing other near twins. They are seeing twins at differing timescales. Oval above bed duplicates at final bed in 2001 and is a portal to the opening shot a few minutes ago. Kubrick probes the rooms until the bathroom to ensure we are aware of this layout logic. Bathroom is white and black and is terminus of this sequence, as well as at film's climax. Again, a color field movement towards the photograph's black and white state. Both are followed by maze sequences.